checked it the other. Dude, it's clean oil too. I must have just changed it. If it starts. Still good back there. Oh my God, dude! Holy shit. Okay, so let's do a quick recap on kind of where the car was last video and where it is now 2 days later started. So I've got a couple friends from up north, about an hour up north in Grand Rapids, and they came down. They've been helping me out the past 11 months on this kind of fire rebuild and everything on that. Today, what they did was I ordered the new master ECU, or the new master key with the ECU. We put that in, we tried to start it, nothing. There is no spark. We checked with the spark plug and everything, nothing. So then what they did was remove the dash, put the new dash harness, which is from a 2000 instead of the donor car, which was a 97. We put the 2000 in and put the dash back in, put the battery in, started it. Noticed there was a gas leak from the interior of the car. I never tightened the fitting, so I tightened it up. It was good. We attempted to start it again, and it started. It was awesome. And yeah, I didn't think it was going to start, and the fact that it started so smooth for the 20 seconds that it ran, there was no engine codes or anything that popped up, and there was nothing pending once we scanned it again. But there was a little bit of a gas leak in the engine bay, and it was right on the bottom side of the new gas filter, fuel filter that I put in, and it's just because the line's kinked. So let me show you where that's at, and then next is just fixing that and tossing the axle nuts on tomorrow, dropping this thing on the ground, driving it out on its own power, and getting prepared to get the Honda in for an engine pull. So if you look closely, there's the fuel filter and then the line. It's the brass / copper colored. Below that, some insulation I just put in to help from any debris that could be flying up. It is leaking from that fitting right there on the bottom side, and we know that because the gas is flooding out from where it's taped, and it's kind of hard to see it, but basically what I need to do is remove all the insulation, and you can just see the angle that that's sitting at, and it's kind of like a nice, it creates a nice kink in the gas line. So what I'm thinking is it just isn't liking that kink and it's leaking from that area. So what I need to do is remove this intake, anything that's in the way, and just be able to access it. Maybe I'm gonna change the angle of the fuel filter so that it looks nicer and then it seals better. Maybe I'll have to change the angle of the insulation that I have on it. I'm not exactly sure, but let's get this taken off. So I got the fuel filter section that feeds from the tank taken off. I got this piece right here, and in there you can kind of see a kink on the top right there. So I don't think that's supposed to be there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this to the store tomorrow. This should line up with the correct line that I need to get for these parts, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get a 45, a 65, or a 90 degree turn, so that I can put that on, so then I don't have to get this kink in this line right here. I'm not sure if it was leaking from the kink or where, but you should not have that kind of a kink in a high pressure fuel line. So tomorrow I'm going to get the correct piece for this that was gonna fit this. I might have to take this piece out and just put a whole new one in, but I will see you in the morning. I'm gonna wrap this up and keep this safe, so after work tomorrow I can get the new one. And I will be back tomorrow. Peace out. Working on this fuel leak. I got the new piece in. I wasn't able to get an angled flange, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna try to attempt to get the car and the fuel pump running and see if it's leaking, just to make sure it's not leaking before I think I'm gonna relocate the fuel filter probably up here. I just need to make sure that this air intake's not gonna be in the way of it at all, but it should like fit right here pretty well. You get the speed sensor back in, but yeah, so I'm gonna attempt to start it and see if it leaks. Okay, it doesn't look like it was leaking at all. It started for just a second. All right, I got everything in place there. The battery's back on. Next up is to get the coolant filled up. So I'm gonna get my coolant filling tool and start that. All right, I got some more coolant today after work. So let's continue filling this puppy up. Try to be as smooth as possible. I should have turned the bottle like this. Oh yeah. This should be taking a full bottle, but maybe, I mean, I did not put much coolant in there, so there should definitely be more coolant. Now I still need to start the car and have it bubble down. But yeah, pretty much the next step is gonna be starting it up and letting it run. I mean, gotta open up this back garage door a little bit. Okay, I got the underside of the car pretty much cleared out. I hung up that exhaust that's hanging down right now, just with some exhaust hanger with some self-tappers. I'll make that a lot better later on, but for now, just to get out of the garage, that's where I'm at. So next up, we gotta take the wheels off of that quick.
Bucket.
Oh no, freaking steering wheel!
About to run me over.
I don't know why it's not wanting to move.
That's why it's stuck on your rear bumper.
You really want to stop it?
Yes, I think.
Probably just the fact that it's resting on the fender.
You need to take that off. Can you take it off?
No, going over that.
Well, it's either that or it sits like this. I just videoed you almost running over the jack. I just panic moved it. Do you not see how close you were over here?
Pretty close.
You're very close.
My throttle just went out.
Oh no.
Project Get the Lexus Outside has commenced, and it is now outside way too close to the Honda. It's any kind of pain to get that thing off the ground. I think my girlfriend is either creeping on me or no, she's just petting the kitty cat. But yeah, so this is outside. I need to get the stock wheels on this, but I'm just gonna have the jack, use the jack to get this thing over a bit. But yeah, I need to raise the rear of this thing up. You could see in the video I had a problem getting out just because everything was rubbing in the rear, this side especially, and that wheel wasn't spinning. I'm not exactly sure what the deal with that is, because oh, I guess I do have brake pads in there, so I guess I have one brake pad, but and the frame was scraping there, or something was scraping. That was just a tire, so I don't know why my tire's not moving. Hopefully that's not an issue. But yeah, this right here is really tight. So that is gonna call the end of the video. This is outside. That'll stay like that until tomorrow, until I can get a stock wheel on it. But that is gonna finish off the video, guys. The Lexus is outside and it is running, and so far there's no engine code showing up. It's usually about 10 or 20 miles in, like speed sensor and those kind of codes are gonna pop up, but I still need to do a lot before I really get this car driving. Obviously raise up the rear end and just numerous other things. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.